You ever knock on wood? Spring, so your brain evolved a rule: save everything. Just in case. That's why you keep ticket stubs from concerts. You barely remember why you hold on to clothes you haven't worn in a decade. Why your drawer is full of pens that don't work. Your brain isn't being wasteful. It's being prepper-smart animals. Do this too. Squirrels hide thousands of nuts and remember where each one is. But humans? We hoard differently. We don't just save food, we save meaning. A birthday card, a dried flower, broken charger. To your logical mind, it's junk. To your ancient brain, it's insurance. And here's the twist. Your brain never got the memo that grocery stores exist. A 2021 study from the University of Cambridge found that people in modern cities still show hoarding behaviors. It's linked to seasonal scarcity despite living in food-secure environments. Why? Because evolution doesn't delete old code, it just hides it. So when you can't throw away that old laptop, you're not sentimental. You're obeying a ritual older than farming. And if you do throw it away, what does your brain fear will happen? That the lights go out, the stores close, and you're left with nothing. So, ask yourself, when you save that broken cable just in case, are you being practical? Or are you preparing for a winter that hasn't existed for 10,000 years? Asterisk number 9. Gossip, the prehistoric social media feed. You're at work. Someone whispers, "Don't tell anyone, but..." And suddenly, you're all ears. Why? Because gossip isn't drama. It's survival intelligence. Back in tribal times, knowing who stole food, who lied, who was dangerous, wasn't gossip. It was life or death. Scientists ran computer models of ancient tribes. They found that groups with strong gossip networks survived longer. Why? Because they could exclude cheaters before they ruined the group. Think of it like a prehistoric credit score. If Ugg was great at hunting but never shared you, needed to know fast, and your brain rewards you for it. Every time you hear juicy news, your brain releases dopamine, the same chemical you get from food or sex. Why? Because your brain thinks new information equals survival advantage. Even monkeys do this. When a monkey sees another being selfish with food, makes a specific call. Warning to the group, watch out for Bob. He's a banana hog. Now fast forward, you're not in a tribe, you're in an office, but your brain sees the same pattern. Who got promoted unfairly? Who's dating the boss? Who's about to get fired? Same stakes, same brain. So when you can't stop listening to Office, rumors are not being petty. You're performing a 50,000-year-old ritual. Stay informed. Survive. And if you don't gossip, your brain feels excluded. And exclusion in ancient times meant you die alone. So ask yourself, when you lean in to hear the latest drama, are you being nosy? Or are you protecting your place in the tribe? #8. Synchronized movement, the tribe. That dances together, survives together. You're at a concert. The music starts, and before you know it, you're nodding your head, tapping your foot, maybe even dancing. Why? Because your brain has a sync program, and it's always running. Back in caveman days, moving together wasn't entertainment, it was bonding. The tribes that danced, sang, and marched together trusted each other more, and trust meant survival. Your brain releases oxytocin, the bonding chemical, when you move in sync with others. It's like a legal, free drug that turns strangers into family. That's why concerts feel so good, why soldiers march in formation, why churches make everyone stand and sit together. But here's the dark side. Sync can turn you into a follower. When people move together, their brains stop questioning. They become more obedient, more suggestible. That's why armies use marching. Why? Cults use synchronized rituals. Why dictators love mass parades. Your brain can't tell the difference between unity and control. And the craziest part? You don't even need music. Put two people in rocking chairs, they'll slowly start rocking at the same speed. They don't realize it. Their brains just want to sync. Even babies do this. Play music. They start bouncing, not because they understand rhythm, but because their brain knows. Move with the tribe. Stay alive. So when you tap your foot to a beat, task yourself, are you just enjoying music? Or is your brain trying to join the tribe before you're left behind? #7. Over-imitation. Why you copy every step, even the dumb ones. A scientist shows you how to open a box. They tap it 3 times, wave their hand over it, spin in a circle, then open it. Now, it's your turn. Do you skip the nonsense? No, you copy it all. Even when told some steps are useless, you still do them. Why? Because your brain is a copy machine that can't tell what's important, and that's by design. Imagine watching someone prepare a poisonous plant. They do a little dance while cooking it. Is the dance important? You don't know, but if you skip it and die too late, so your brain says, copy everything. Better safe than dead. This is called over-imitation, and humans are the only species that do it excessively. Chimps will skip useless steps. Humans will do the ritual exactly as shown if it makes no sense. It's like your brain has a voice saying, what if that wiggle saved their life? What if it saves yours? So when you follow a recipe exactly, or repeat a ritual just in case you're not being rigid, you're obeying a survival rule. Never assume you know better than the tribe. And if you do, skip a step. What does your brain fear will happen? That you'll miss the one thing that keeps you alive? #6. Left side cradling bias. Why you hold babies on the left? Most people hold babies on their left side, even if they're right-handed. Why? Because your brain is processing emotions, not just holding a baby. When you cradle a baby on the left, their face enters your left visual field, which sends signals directly to the right hemisphere of your brain, the part that handles emotions, faces, and threats. It's like having a prehistoric baby monitor built into your skull. Your brain wants to know, is the baby about to cry? Laugh. Spit up on your shirt. The right brain reads those signals faster. And this isn't just humans. Walruses hold their pups on the left. Flying foxes do it too. Even newborns, when given a doll, cradle it on the left. Why? Because evolution rewards emotional awareness. The parents who noticed distress early kept their babies alive. And here's the modern twist. During video calls, most people hold their phone on the left. Your brain thinks it's cradling a tiny digital human. So when you instinctively hold your baby on the left, you're not being random. You're running a 200,000-year-old program. Protect the helpless. Watch their face. stay alert. And if you hold them on the right, does your brain feel less connected? #5. Disgust and hygiene. Why you gag at things that can't hurt you. You see someone throw opened. Suddenly you feel sick. Why? Because your brain is overprotective. It doesn't just protect you, it protects you from what might be in someone else's stomach. Back in ancient times, if someone vomited, it meant poisonous food in the group. So your brain evolved a rule. If they're sick, you might be next. Purge now. That's why you gag at the sight of vomit. Even if you didn't eat the same thing, same with bugs. Scientists offered people sterilized cockroaches to eat. Safe, clean, nutritious. But most refused. Their brain screamed, nope. Why? Because. Disgust isn't about logic. It's about avoidance. Your brain would rather you starve than risk one bad meal, and it's picky in weird ways. You'll kiss someone swapping gallons of bacteria, but if they spit in a cup and you had to drink it, you'd rather die. Same fluid, different context, totally different brain reaction. Even babies know what's gross. Show them someone making a disgusted face, they won't eat the food that person just tasted. Their tiny caveman brain says, if they look disgusted, don't put it in mouth. So when you cringe at a bug, ask yourself, are you being clean? Or is your brain still running a prehistoric virus scanner? #4. Novelty. Why you can't stop scrolling. You check your phone. No new messages. You check again 2 minutes later. Still nothing. But you keep checking. Why? Because your brain is running prehistoric TikTok, back in the wild, noticing something. New could mean new food, new danger. New mate? So your brain rewards you with dopamine every time. You see something novel? It's a survival drug. That's why you can't stop scrolling. Your brain thinks each new post might be vital information. Ancient humans knew this. They made rituals weird on purpose to keep attention. The Romans had Saturnalia festival, where slaves became masters for a day. Imagine Jeff Bezos serving coffee. 2 warehouse workers. That novelty kept the tribe alert, engaged, alive. Now, your brain craves novelty so badly. It makes you open the fridge every 10 minutes, just in case magic food appeared. So when you scroll endlessly, you're not being lazy. You're performing a ritual. Stay alert. Find the new thing. Survive. And if you stop, does your brain think you'll miss the warning? #3. Compulsive nest building. Why you rearrange your room at 3 a.m. You wake up at 3 a.m. and suddenly you need to rearrange your furniture. Move the lamp. Flip the pillow. Refold the blanket. Why? Because your brain is securing the cave. Back then, a good nest meant no predators. No cold, no death. So your brain developed a rule. If it's not perfect, it's dangerous. That's why you check your locks 3 times. Why you arrange stuffed animals like guards. Why you reorganize your desk when stressed. Your brain thinks, if I just get the setup right, I'll survive the night. Even rich people do this. They just build fancier nests, mansions with security, systems, yachts with panic rooms. Same brain, same fear. So when you adjust your pillow for the 10th time, you're not being obsessive. You're performing a 40,000-year-old ritual. Make the nest safe, or the wolf comes. #2. Walking in circles when lost. Why you can't walk straight blindfolded. You're lost in the woods. No landmarks. You swear you're walking straight, but you're actually walking in circles. Scientists tested this, blindfolded. People in a field, everyone thought they were going straight, all ended up in tight circles. Why? Because your brain can't walk straight without visual cues. Tiny errors in balance and stride stack up. It's like your legs are playing telephone and the message gets distorted. Your brain thinks it's going straight, but it's just circling itself. So when you're lost, you're not failing. You're running an ancient GPS that only works with landmarks, and without them, your brain defaults to loop mode. #1. Magical thinking. Why you believe in lucky socks you wear the same. Unwashed jersey during a winning streak, or use a lucky pen for exams, or avoid stepping on cracks. Why? Because your brain is a pattern machine even when there are no patterns. Back then, if you danced and it rained, You danced again next time? No. Proof. But maybe it worked. That's magical thinking, and it helps survival by giving people control. In a random world, scientists put pigeons in a box with random food drops. The pigeons started repeating whatever they were doing when food came. Turned left. Keep turning left. Humans. Same thing. Wall Street traders eat Lucky Charms. Before big trades, athletes have pre-game rituals. Students won't wash their lucky underwear. Your brain says, if it worked once, it might work again. So when you blow on dice, you're not being silly. You're performing a ritual older than language. And if you stop, does your brain think the luck will vanish? Final thought. You think you've moved past rituals, but every habit, every quirk, every weird thing you do is a ritual. Ancient, hidden, still working. Your brain isn't broken. It's protecting you from a world that no longer exists. But the rituals remain because evolution doesn't delete code. It just hides it. So next time you knock on wood, scroll at 2 a.m. Or check your lock 3 times, don't judge yourself. You're not weak. You're surviving. Just like your ancestors. Just like the brain demands. And if you stop, what happens then? Maybe we find out. Or maybe some rituals are better left unbroken.